What's going on, everybody, and welcome back once again to the channel. And in this video I'm going to be doing my post week 6 USFL power rankings. And without further ado, let's begin. Coming in at number 8, I have the Michigan Panthers, who have now lost 4 in a row. And yeah, it's getting ugly now for the Michigan Panthers. Their offense continued to struggle against the Birmingham Stallions. It's really just puzzling how good of a start they had the first 2 weeks, and then how much it came off the last 4 weeks. But bottom line is, the Panthers are definitely, the wheels are falling off, but it's not too late. Their season is still not over, but they need to figure something out and figure it out in a hurry. Coming in at number 7, I have the Pittsburgh Maulers, who are also 2-4. The Maulers, they had gained some momentum, and now they just got shut out. That was a somewhat of a surprising loss. Not so much that they lost, but by how much they lost by, and them being shut out. Their quarterback Williams, he had seemed to have been the promising guy of their future, and he ended up getting benched to James Morgan, who was originally the starter coming into the year, and James Morgan didn't do a whole lot better. So we'll see what Ray Horton decides to do at quarterback in the coming weeks. But yeah, their defense was able to keep them alive for a little bit in that game. The defense really didn't do all that bad. The defense really allowed only 10 points that were kind of on them, because there was a kick return for a touchdown, and then there was a couple of field goals that the Showboats got off of super short fields that started past midfield. So, the Marlers defense still one of the top in the league. Coming in at number 6, I have the New Jersey Generals, who are also 2-4. The Generals, they're really struggling. The concern we had at the beginning of the season with them is coming into play again. Not having Luis Perez, a true pocket quarterback, not having the USFL MVP of last season, Cavante Turpin. Their offense really struggled in this game. DeAndre Johnson didn't play at all in this game. Their defense was able to keep them in this game and keep it close, but ultimately it was just not enough for the Generals and company. Coming in at number 5, I have the Memphis Showboats, who are now 3-3. The Showboats, ever since they got Cole Kelly in at quarterback, the big 6'7" quarterback, they have turned things around. I believe he's 3-0 as a starter, and he's really just changed things for this team. Now, obviously, the offense still didn't play that well in this game, but they've been playing better in recent weeks, and it just seems like he's inspired the team a little bit more, giving them a bit more of a spark than Brady White did. And this team is all of a sudden in the mix after a rough start. But yeah, they need to keep it going. But yeah, the Showboats, they're looking a whole lot better. Coming in at number 4, I have the Philadelphia Stars, who are now 3-3, and they've gotten back-to-back big-time wins. They're able to beat the New Orleans Breakers. Case Cookus didn't get sacked that much, if at all, in this game. And their running game was a little bit better than usual. Still a lot to work on. But their defense played really well in this game. Yeah, the Stars are, they seem like they're starting to turn a corner again. They're back in the mix, and they're gonna be, there at the end in the playoffs, fighting for a championship. I believe they'll be in the playoff mix, I believe, is what I'm trying to say. And right now they're by themselves in first place in the Northern Division after a bleak start to their season. Coming in at number 3, I have the Birmingham Stallions, who are 4-2. Stallions got the big time win over the Michigan Panthers, 27-13. Alex Magoo continued to make plays for this team. This team really does ride on Magoo, as I've said in recent weeks. This team, without Magoo, I don't know where they would be, but they're depending on his playmaking, because they really don't have many other playmakers on offense. Their defense played well in this game, at least for them, but they are 4-2, and you can make an argument that they are back to being that top team, because right now, like it's been all year, things are really jumbled up. I don't want to say there's any clear-cut runaway right now. Coming in at number 2, I have the Houston Gamblers, who are also 4-2, and they have now won 4 in a row. And yeah, Kenji Bahar, He's shown great development in his second year. But Mark Thompson, he's the heart and soul of that Houston Gamblers offense. He continued to make an impact against the Generals yesterday, and the Gamblers defense just playing really good football, playing really great in coverage during yesterday's game, making some great plays and breakups in key situations. The Gamblers' defense is playing really, really good football, and their offense is doing a good complementary job to that defense. The Gamblers, you can make an argument, are the top team right now, but I still have them here coming in at number 2. And then coming in at number 1, I have the New Orleans Breakers, who are now 4-2. They had a second straight loss, but I still have them as the top team. Look, they beat the Gamblers and they beat the Stallions. They're still 4-2. The Breakers are still in a good position, but clearly, they're not unbeatable. Which has been proven. McLeod Bethel Thompson has definitely taken a step back over the last couple of weeks. I think they need to get a better job of just getting West Hills involved in the game. Their defense has not been the problem over the last couple of weeks, however, barely allowing, not even allowing 20 points in each of the last 2 losses. So their defense is really not the problem. It's the offense that's really just been struggling. And McLeod Bethel Thompson does not look like the same guy that he did in weeks 2 through 4. They need to figure something out there to be able to get back to form and put less pressure on their defense. But I still have them coming in at number 1 here, and it's interesting because I think you look at these the two divisions. You have a team right now that in the North may be able to make it in with a losing record into the playoffs, but then you have a team in the South that may not make it in with a winning record. Because right now you're in a tight 4-way race in the Southern Division with 3 4-2 teams and then a 3-3 team, and then over in the North you have a 3-3 team and then 3 2-4 teams. There is 4 strong contenders in the South, but only 2 of them can make the playoffs. So it's going to be interesting to see how that unfolds in the playoff race. And right now, in terms of the MVP, I think right now I got to give it to Alex Magoo. I think if you look at it in terms of who's most valuable to their team, if you take him off the team and the difference in the team success, it's Magoo, because that team is completely relying right now, and I think, on Alex Magoo on the offensive side of the ball, and he's answered the bell for them. But yeah, comment down below what you guys think. Already in week 7 will be coming up here of the USFL season. Where it's getting down to the stretch. But other than that, see you guys next time.